Meryl Streep is a legendary actress with more Academy Award nominations than any other actor. She's been dazzling on stage and on screen since 1975, researching her roles and mastering every accent. Check out the best moments of her career, and take a look at our photo roundups for other iconic celebs. Meryl Streep's career took off in 1977 on the Public Theater stage in New York City. Founder Joseph Papp gave her some of her first roles and they grew close. In 1978, Meryl Streep fell in love with actor John Cazale while performing together in Measure for Measure. Despite his lung cancer, she took a role in The Deer Hunter to be with him on set before he passed away. This role earned her first Oscar nomination. Meryl Streep acted in the 1978 miniseries, Holocaust, which was based in Nazi-era Germany. Her role brought her closer to nationwide fame, leading her to later star in Sophie's Choice. In 1978, Meryl Streep was only 3 years out of Yale Drama School but already landing leading roles. She was spotted reading The Female Eunuch, a feminist classic, while dressed as Kate in Taming of the Shrew alongside Raul Julia. In 1979 film Manhattan, Meryl Streep plays Woody Allen's ex-wife who left him for another woman. Despite being a supporting role, it helped establish Streep's presence in the film industry. In 1979, Meryl Streep starred in The Seduction of Joe Tynan, where she played the love interest of a politician, portrayed by Alan Alda. The romantic drama was not only acted by Alda, but he also wrote the script. In 1980, Dustin Hoffman got a little too excited about the success of Kramer vs. Kramer. Meryl Streep won her first Oscar for her role and Hoffman was drawn to her successful glow. Streep was integral to the film, even writing the famous courtroom speech. In the 70s, Meryl Streep was just starting her acting career. She met Al Pacino around the time of The Godfather, and she remembers him as one of her earliest inspirations. They reunited in 2016 when Streep talked about their meeting in an ABC News interview. In London, Meryl Streep shook the hand of Queen Elizabeth II after a royal film performance of Kramer vs. Kramer. In 1981, Meryl Streep played Alice in the Broadway musical Alice in Concert. Despite receiving poor reviews, Streep won an Obie Award for her performance. In 1982, Meryl Streep and Diane Keaton were photographed together after their roles in Manhattan. The two went on to play sisters in the movie Marvin's Room in 1996. Meryl Streep starred in 1983's Sophie's Choice, a movie about a concentration camp survivor in a love triangle. Her co-stars were Kevin Kline and Peter MacNicol. This role launched Streep's career. Meryl Streep wins her second Academy Award in 1983 for her role in Sophie's Choice. This achievement solidifies her career in Hollywood and marks the beginning of her status as a household name. In 1985, Meryl Streep starred as Danish author Karen Blixen in Out of Africa, alongside Robert Redford. Streep allegedly fought with director Sidney Pollack over her portrayal of the real-life Blixen's aristocratic accent and lack of sex appeal. Meryl Streep and Jessica Lange were seen socializing at a post-Oscars party in 1986, just 3 years after both women had won Academy Awards. The celebrities were spotted sitting together at Spago's in LA. In 1986, Meryl Streep teamed up with Joanne Woodward to support Project Vote. Streep has continued to use her celebrity status to support various causes throughout the years. Meryl Streep and Jack Nicholson star together for the second time in the movie Ironweed in 1987. The film showcases their ability to play diverse roles as they portray two individuals reflecting on their sad lives during the Great Depression. In the movie Heartburn, released a year earlier, Streep played Nicholson's wife in a story based on author Nora Ephron's failed marriage. Meryl Streep sported a bowl-cut wig in 1988 for a film called A Cry in the Dark. She played Lindy Chamberlain, a mother involved in one of Australia's most notorious murder cases. Chamberlain claimed a dingo stole and killed her baby. Acting legends Meryl Streep and Jeremy Irons have been friends since their 1981 film, The French Lieutenant's Woman. The duo recently reunites for the film, The House of the Spirits. Streep won a Golden Globe for their first film together. Meryl Streep takes a break from serious films with a lead role in the black comedy She-Devil. Streep portrays a glamorous writer obsessed with beauty. Meryl Streep plays Suzanne, a struggling actress, in the 1990 film, Postcards from the Edge. The film is based on Carrie Fisher's semi-autobiographical novel and follows Suzanne as she navigates life in and out of rehab and living under the shadow of her actress mother. Goldie Hawn and Meryl Streep star in the classic 1992 film, Death Becomes Her, playing rival friends who use a magic potion to stay young forever. However, their plan goes awry in this bewitching tale. Glenn Close comforted Meryl Streep during a challenging scene in the 1993 film, The House of Spirits. The movie, set in Europe and based on a book by Isabel Allende, had an all-star cast including Jeremy Irons, Winona Ryder, Antonio Banderas, and Vanessa Redgrave. Don Gummer is a Hollywood husband who has been by Meryl Streep's side since 1978. He accompanies her to every red carpet event and is always holding tightly to her hand. Meryl Streep left her mark in Hollywood in 1994 as she smiled and planted her hands in wet cement during her footprint ceremony at Grauman's Chinese Theater. Her co-star Kevin Bacon was there and shared a laugh with her. Meryl Streep's career has been filled with incredible performances, but one of her most popular roles was in the 1995 film, The Bridges of Madison County. The movie was based on the famous romance novel and saw Streep playing the passionate lover of Clint Eastwood's character. Despite being released over 25 years ago, the film continues to be beloved by audiences. In 1996, Meryl Streep and Carrie Fisher became close friends. Streep even played a character inspired by Carrie in a film. Streep sang Fisher's favorite song at her funeral, showing their deep bond. Soon after filming One True Thing, Streep finally got her name on a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Meryl Streep is making headlines for her powerful speech on women's rights. The actress spoke at Marie Claire magazine's What Women Want event, taking aim at women in Afghanistan and urging people to use empathy to better understand their struggles. Streep was joined by a celebrity squad including Oprah Winfrey and Sarah Jessica Parker for a memorable photo op. Streep, Bassett, and Estefan star in Music of the Heart, a feel-good film about teaching music to underprivileged children in Harlem. Streep's performance as a violin teacher earned her award nominations. Actress Meryl Streep was seen holding hands with her mother at the 56th Annual Golden Globe Awards in 1999. Streep was nominated for Best Actress in a Drama for her role in the film One True Thing. The heartfelt moment showcases the bond between a mother and daughter. In 1999, President Bill Clinton and Meryl Streep embraced in a show of mutual admiration. Streep, a big advocate for the arts, took part in the VH1 Concert of the Century at the White House to raise money for the Save the Music Foundation, which supports music education in public schools. In 2005, Meryl Streep appeared at a United Nations press conference advocating for women's rights. The actress spoke out against discriminatory laws on behalf of the organization Equality Now. Streep is known for her activism, both on and off the screen. Meryl Streep's famed role as Miranda Priestley in The Devil Wears Prada has been the talk of the town since 2006. With her performance allegedly inspired by Anna Wintour, Streep portrays a ruthless magazine editor who always puts her career first. In 2006, Meryl Streep returned to the Shakespeare in the Park stage for Mother Courage and Her Children. She received applause at the curtain call for her performance at the Delacorte Theater in NYC. In 2008, Meryl Streep starred in the musical Mamma Mia, alongside a talented cast, including Pierce Brosnan. Despite not being the best singers, the cast had a blast, and Streep, with her musical background, shone as Donna. In 2010, Meryl Streep won her 7th Golden Globe for her performance in Julie and Julia. She played Julia Childs and mastered the wacky transatlantic accent and French cuisine for the role. This win wasn't a huge deal for Meryl, but she was still pleased to add another award to her shelf. In 2012, Meryl Streep won her 3rd Academy Award for portraying Margaret Thatcher in The Iron Lady. The biographical film depicted the first and longest-running Prime Minister of the United Kingdom. In 2015, Meryl Streep acted in the film Ricky and the Flash, alongside her real-life daughter Mamie Gummer. Streep plays an aging musician trying to reconnect with her daughter, whom she wasn't always there for. Critics say it's an underrated movie. In 2016, Meryl Streep took on the role of the world's worst opera singer in the film Florence Foster Jenkins. Despite being a talented singer, Streep had to intentionally sing poorly opposite Hugh Grant in this comedic drama.